I was thinking to myself, how can I serve more? What is like one thing that people really struggle with and people come to me for? And I realized like one big thing is to not have fear. And I love this subject so much, and I did a lot of podcasts and I always refer to it. But my philosophy and what I help people with is to train yourself to be best friend with your fear. So you don't remove it, you don't suppress it, but you get super comfortable with that feeling in your body. So, what is fear? For you, how would you describe fear? Think about something that you fear right now. How does it sit in your body? What is the sensation? How do you feel when you think about something that is scary, that you fear? Just take a moment and observe in your body. Okay, take that feeling. Now think about a success, something that you achieved and how you feel about it. Take a moment. How does that sit in your body? What are the sensations? Well, it's probably joy, pleasure. It's a nice feeling. It sits great in the body. Okay, now think about something you struggled in the beginning. Maybe something you thought was impossible, but you made it. Maybe an obstacle that you overcame, or someone telling you that you couldn't make something, you couldn't do something, and you did it. Or someone telling you that you were delusional for believing such a thing, and then this thing came true. Or maybe something that you used to be bad at and you persevered, and after a few trials you had great results, and then you turn back to your first time and you're like, oh my god, I was really bad at it in the beginning. How does that feel in the body? Take a moment. I bet that first it felt uncomfortable, very uncomfortable in the body when you tried that for the first time and you struggle, or when you were through the obstacles or the pain. I guess it was not a great feeling in the body, but then you made suddenly yourself comfortable with it. Maybe you accepted it more within yourself. Maybe you accepted it because you had no choice. Maybe you were facing a very complicated situation in your feelings, and well, you had no choice then to accept it because it was what it was, but it was uncomfortable. And then you train yourself to be okay with it more and more, and you did it anyway. Maybe if it's a success and something you struggle, you persevered. You tried and tried it again and again, and you were okay with failure. And then on the other side of it, I guess you felt proud, happy, fulfilled. I guess it was a nice feeling, even better feeling, because you struggled in the beginning, so you know how hard it was, but you made it anyway. So I guess, there is a lot of accomplishment, nice feeling behind it. So now I would like to ask you to go back and think about that first thing that came to your mind today when I asked you to find something that you were afraid right now and how it felt. Go back to that thing that is scary, the first thing that intuitively pop up to your brain. And what if you could be okay with that feeling? What if you could learn to welcome it and to feel like, the same feeling, this afterwards feeling of like, oh gosh, this used to be so scary, but now, piece of cake, so easy. And now, or maybe something like, oh my god, I was so scared. I was so scared of speaking my truth or telling my story, or I was so scared to take that first step in my business, and now it makes me more of the person that I want to become. Just because you didn't let fear go in the way of your success and what you really wanted to. So how would that feel? Can you see it in your body? Can you feel it in your body? How it will feel with that fear, to overcome it, to be okay with that sensation in the body, and to navigate your life all the way through your highest potential because of that. How would that feel? When I was just starting as a yoga teacher, and I was just a yoga teacher, now I do many things, I was so committed to put my student in the discomfort. Like, my favorite sentence ever in my classes is, be comfortable with the discomfort. If you ever took a class with me, you know this sentence, because I use it almost every time. I love to push my students. I love to make them go in the discomfort, because I know that in this discomfort, this is where growth happens. I experience it for myself. I see it in my clients, in my students, in yoga, in coaching, in life. So think about it. I really bet that all your successes, whether it's in your work life, in your love life, or in your personal growth, they all came with some kind of discomfort in the beginning. Some kind of feeling in the body that, this is not really, it doesn't sit so nice. The question is now, how can you navigate through life acknowledging this feeling in your body, living with it, making peace with it, and then alchemize it into an indicator, a partner that will support your growth, not destroys it? What if you could make your fears your buddy, your friend, instead of the reason why you're not doing the thing you want to do or saying the thing you want to say? Instead of making your fears the reason why you're not living to the fullest, the reason why you really, really want to do that, but everything that comes after the but. Because I'm afraid I will fail, because I'm afraid people will see me, because I'm afraid of judgment, or whatever. That's what I will guide you through in Magnetic Queen, my online program. This really lies at the core of your transformation in every level. And that's why I took this principle that I was already teaching as a yoga teacher, those principles that I applied in my life and my own transformation, and now I teach them also through the body with yoga, breath work, meditation, but also the mind with so much mindset, because it's about how you think. How do you perceive fear? And how do you make it your friend and not your enemy? And your soul. Because your soul is craving some stuff. And how do we alchemize all that we are towards the next version of ourselves? That's the reason why I use different techniques and tools to support your growth and transformation, because it's something to be practiced on all dimensions of you through the body, mind, and soul. So if you're curious about my offer, just shoot me a DM. I will be super happy to connect and to map out your vision.